Another trend we're seeing is a lot of rental properties. So lots of sellers are going, well, look, I don't want to live here anymore, but I don't want to sell. So I'm going to put my house on the market. And that's a tough deal because you are up against lots of competition. So rents are really flat or down in a lot of areas. So becoming a landlord that you didn't want to become is not an awesome proposition, especially when house prices are going down. I have this conversation with sellers really regularly where they're like, well, maybe I should just rent it and hang on to it. And my answer to them is always the same. And I'll share it with you, which is if you're happy to be a landlord for 20 years, awesome. I think it's a great idea. Hang on to that thing. You've got a low interest rate. Why would you sell this property? But if you've got a high interest rate or you've got a lot of equity in the property, then it may not make a lot of sense because you hanging onto that property in a depreciating market, or if your time frame is short, if you're going to sell in the next 2 or 3 years, the property is becoming less valuable right now. And I don't anticipate that changing a lot anytime soon. So why would you hang on to an asset that is becoming less valuable when you don't really want to be a landlord? If you've got some equity in that property, better to cash out and put that money to work some other place rather than being in a house. Now, if your interest rate's really low, or if you don't have very much equity at all, then maybe it makes some sense. If it cash flows, if you can rent it for more than your current payment is, then awesome. That may make some sense. But in general, becoming an accidental landlord, not an awesome proposition. I try my best to help people understand the pros and cons of that. And in most cases, it makes more sense to sell than just to hang on to it as a rental. And we're seeing that there's a lot of rental competition right now.